Xiaomi Pads are among the most popular Xiaomi products in India. I still remember when they launched Pad 5 in India, everyone went crazy and it was the best iPad alternative at that time. And when they launched Pad 6, the upgrades were decent, but they didn't increase the price at all. And once again, it was very well received. And now, with Pad 7, do you think Xiaomi will be able to keep their legacy alive? This is the Xiaomi Pad 7 and it's launching pretty soon in India. And in this video, I'll tell you everything. The upgrades, the downgrades, the cost cutting. But I assure you one thing, this product won't disappoint you. So hit the like button, stick till the end and let's get started. First of all, in terms of design and build, you won't see a major change. The pad still comes in a metal body that looks and feels premium. The in-hand feel is good and there are 3 color options to choose from. We have the green color with us. The button placements, USB Type-C ports, weird positioning, Dolby Atmos certified quad speakers are all the same as the last time, but the tablet is slightly thinner now, although it weighs 10 grams more than the Pad 6. One nice addition is that the camera module now houses an IR blaster, which is really good because a lot of users were asking for it. Apart from that, you still don't get a cellular variant, no micro SD card slot, and there's no IP rating as well, which I think should be a given for a tablet because a lot of users give tablets to their kids, and as we all know, kids are just messy. And in case you were wondering, the power button is still not a fingerprint scanner, which is a missed opportunity. So for unlocking the tablet, it's either pin, button or your face. So yeah, in terms of design and build, Xiaomi has taken full inspiration from Apple and didn't change much. But thankfully, the display of this tablet tells a different story. When it comes to the display, you get an 11.2-inch 3.2K LCD display with 800 nits of peak brightness, and it's now a 12-bit display with a 3:2 aspect ratio, which a lot of people prefer because it has more vertical space, which is good for reading articles or multitasking. In our testing, the display reaches 750 nits in HDR and it's pretty visible outdoors too. And yeah, although they didn't reduce bezels much, it still looks very modern in my opinion. Also, it's a 144Hz display just like the last time, and it's locked at 120Hz in the UI just like the last time. By the way, I opened Netflix to see if it supports Dolby Vision, which it does, but I ended up watching the entire movie because everything looks stunning on this screen. And the speakers are also very loud and clear. So yeah, if you watch a lot of movies, TV shows or sports, you will absolutely love this display. But if you're into music, I must tell you that the bass on the inbuilt speakers is not the best. So you'll have to accessorize it a little. One interesting thing is that the display now has a wet touch feature, which means that you can use it with wet hands, which is great, but with no IP rating, I'd suggest using it with dry fingers only. So the display on this tablet is definitely upgraded, but that's not the only thing. The software experience is also feature-rich with HyperOS 2.0 based on Android 15, and it's quite fluid to use as well. First of all, you get all the cool AI features to help you write better, draw better, search better, and record better. The dynamic AI wallpapers look stunning as it lets you turn your photos into cool looking videos like this, and you can use them as your wallpaper or lock screen. Apart from that, the Workbench Manager is Xiaomi's way of saying Stage Manager, which basically means that you can open multiple apps like this. And with the fast Type-C port, you can connect an external display with keyboard and mouse and take your productivity to the next level. And of course, there's a dock at the bottom, tablet view in the system app, and some pretty useful ecosystem features as well. What impressed me the most is the Mi Education Center 2.0. With this, you can set a face to unlock this app only. So let's say you want to restrict your kid to just this app, you can just set their face to unlock and they will not get access to anything else on the tablet. Now that we are done with the software, let's talk about the performance because I'm sure you are definitely waiting for it. Xiaomi Pad 7 is powered by a 7 series processor, unlike an 8 series processor in Mi Pad 6 and 5, but don't worry, it's not a downgrade. Qualcomm's just not good with naming. The Pad 7 is powered by Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 processor with 8GB LPDDR5X RAM and 128GB UFS 3.1 storage for the base variant. But do note that 256GB variant comes with UFS 4.0 storage. In terms of benchmarks, the Xiaomi Pad 7 scores 1.3 million in Antutu, which is very impressive because Pad 6 numbers look tiny in front of that. And in Geekbench CPU 2, the scores are pretty high compared to Pad 6. In 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme Test 2, the scores are pretty good with an impressive stability of 91.2%. I also ran CPU throttling for both 15 minutes and 60 minutes and it got down to 87% only, which is again very impressive. In PC Mark Battery Life 2, I got 12 hours 3 minutes, which is not out of the world, but it's still decent. In all of the tests, what surprised me the most is that this never crossed 40 degrees. Although winters are almost here, but we do have some phones that cross 48 degrees. So That's quite cool. I also tried gaming on it, and although the gameplay was smooth, both COD Mobile and BGMI were stuck to 90 and 60 FPS, which was odd because even the CMF Phone 1 got 120 FPS in BGMI. But yeah, it could be because of the China unit, as the processor is definitely capable of handling it. In Genshin, it was just perfect at the highest settings, and the Xiaomi Pad 7 never crossed 40 degrees in any of the gaming sessions, which were typically 15 to 20 minutes long. In normal usage too, the tablet felt very smooth to use. So performance-wise, Xiaomi Pad 7 is definitely a very good upgrade. But in terms of battery, there's no upgrade at all. It's just slightly bigger than the Pad 6, but now that 6000 mAh batteries are getting common even in smartphones with the new silicon carbon battery tech, a solid upgrade on the battery front would have been perfect. In terms of charging speeds too, the upgrade is not significant. The 45-watt charger takes the tablet from 18 to 100% in 2 hours, which is quite slow compared to today's standards. In my usage, which involved watching movies and long podcasts on YouTube, I got around 6 hours with 30% battery still remaining, which is not the best, but gets the job done. The cameras are the same as the last time. The rear camera does document scanning well, and the front camera and mic serves well for video calls and online classes. Lastly, in terms of connectivity, you get Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.4, USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-C port, and as I mentioned earlier, the much requested IR blaster as well. Finally, the pricing. The Xiaomi Pad 7 launched in China at 1,999 yuan for the base variant. Interestingly, this is the same price at which they launched Pad 6 and Pad 5. And if the same happens in India, Xiaomi Pad 7 should launch at 26,999, which I think is a super good price for this tablet. So if you're planning to buy an Android tablet, I think you should definitely wait for this because the upgrades are very good in terms of processor, display, and the cool new AI features. Of course, the battery and charging speeds doesn't stand out, and the software update policy for Xiaomi tablets in India is not very clear, but other than that, this is a very good package for 2025. And since the BIS certification for this tablet is already done, this is launching pretty soon in India. All this product needs is the right pricing, which Xiaomi has been getting right for the past 2 years. Let's hope that happens again. Alright, so that's it from my side. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, press that like button so that we can keep making such awesome videos. And if you have already used Mi Pad 6, share your experiences in the comments so that everyone can know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.